Anything we create has to come from the heart, through our fingers, into the instrument, out the amp, and then when we hear something that we all love, we latch on and we just move forward with it. A lot of times there's riffs that pour out that just don't quite have it, and those get set aside, and we just continue to plow forward until we have enough material that we feel strongly about digging deeper into. And we just kind of know. It's kind of a universal vibe in the practice space when all four of us just kind of know. Some of the riffs for like Sultan's Curse, for example, they've been on the back burner, on the super slow cooker. It's not just a crock pot, but it's like a crock pot times 10 years. And they get shoved to the back, and they're put in the slow cooker in it just until you find the right ingredients to match up with it to make those riffs tasty, You need a lot of herbs and spices sometimes, and it takes a while to find those said herbs and spices. But yeah, it can be a solid idea or a solid riff, but it just might take a few years to find the right companion to make it stronger. And that's cool. We've got time. The musical ear candy, of the riff. We're driven by the riff. When one or more hairs on either the back of your neck or your arm stand up, that is when you've got a solid riff. Either the guitar players Brent or Bill show up and they've got a riff, and it's just that's what you want to latch on to and dig deeper into it and create a friend for that riff. And then you got two riffs and they're buddies. And then you want to see where that adventure goes until you have a complete song. So that's when we know, is when we don't have to speak of it. We all just look at each other and we're just start digging in and jamming on it. That's when we know we have a keeper riff. We like to collaborate with friends, and only if it feels right. We've never forced a collaboration. Scott Kelly of the band Neurosis is one of our dearest friends, and Neurosis is one of our favorite bands on earth. We were writing a part on the Leviathan record. We were like, wow, this sounds like a Neurosis part, that would have Scott Kelly's voice on it. And as a friend, we reached out and said, hey, would you be interested in collaborating with us? He immediately said yes. He was in Oregon at the time. We were in Atlanta. We sent him the stuff. A few days later, we got the vocals back. We absolutely loved it. Each and every record since, we've found a part, that could have Scott's voice on it. Every time we reach out to him, he's so fast to say yes, he would love to. And now it's to the point where we'll almost create a part for him if we don't have one already. So, it's just a tip of the hat to the band Neurosis. We hold them in very high regards, and they're a huge inspiration on us. Kevin Sharp of Brutal Truth fame, he's a dear friend of ours, and he's helped us a lot building our rehearsal facility in Atlanta over the past year, and he's just a sweetheart. We love his vocals, but more importantly, we love him as a person. And we had this part that could have his vocals on it. So we again just reached out and said, would you like to collaborate with us? He was quick to say yes. He knocked it out. It's fun to jam with your friends, I find all my bandmates interesting. From day one, we felt like we had this unique chemistry that had a shot, and we all dedicated our lives immediately to jumping in a van and seeing if we could make Mastodon work, and thankfully it has. But I think it takes musically and personality-wise a unique chemistry to have this longevity, of writing songs that we continue to want to create, and then enjoying each other's company, living in tight quarters 17 years in. But I'd been in a band with Brent Hines 7 years prior to Mastodon starting. We had a band called 4 Hour Fogger that we were in from like 93 to 2000. So, I've got 25 years playing music with Brent, and, he's hilarious. He's he is who he is. He's a one of a kind, very special human, and you know, proud to be standing next to him for 25 years of playing music in any bar, VHF hall, boat shed, club, venue, amphitheater, anywhere that would have us.